Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Mount Vernon woman lost her home and dog to a fire. And Governor Andy Beshear made another announcement for the Skyview housing development.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 5:32 on August 2nd. Now let's check in with Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. And Brandon, it sounds weird, but it was a bright night outside.
In more ways than one.
Yes. When I was driving into work, that moon, I mean, I could see the road just from the moon. It was great.
Exactly. But again, a little patchy fog out there here and there. Not at the London Corbin Airport, though. We're seeing a little bit less fog out that way this morning, but a little bit more chill. You're seeing conditions out there not looking too bad. Some helicopters on the left, some planes on the right, and temperatures at 60 at the London Corbin Airport right now. Lots of 50s out there, just a smattering of 60s, including Pikeville, Wise, Harlan, Moorhead, Jackson, Logan, and Monticello, in addition to London there. But again, they're at 60. Could drop into the 50s before too long. You see the warm air surge already beginning out to the west. 71 Paducah, Carbondale, Illinois as well, also in Louisville, but they're kind of holding in residual heat probably from yesterday. And we see a lot of 50s and 60s across the rest of the region. Now your emojicast for today, heading into the next few days, we're going to see a cold front arrive late tonight and tomorrow. It's going to up our rain chances, and those will carry us into Friday. After a very warm day, we're going to see temperatures that will drop into the 70s and low 80s in the next couple of days, and then finally rebound a little bit this weekend. Olivia?
Thank you, Brandon. A Southern Kentucky woman says her home was destroyed and her dog died in a fire. Police charged Jason Bullock with trespassing and alcohol intoxication. He was found near the Mount Vernon home Saturday. The homeowner told us neighbors saw a man go inside the home and the fire started after that. She says she fears her 6-week-old puppy died in the fire. Bullock has been released on bond. Kentucky State Police say they are investigating the fire and say the case will be presented to a grand jury for possible additional charges. State police are investigating after a woman was found dead in Letcher County. KSP received a call late Monday night regarding a woman who was found unresponsive on Bald Mountain Road in Whitesburg. The preliminary investigation indicates 40-year-old Patricia Deathridge of Whitesburg fell over an embankment. She was pronounced dead at the scene by the Letcher County Coroner's Office. Her body was taken to the medical examiner's office. No foul play is expected. A Lexington man and former Urban County Council candidate is facing federal charges in connection to the January 6th insurrection. The FBI arrested Barry Saturday at his home yesterday afternoon. Saturday is charged with a felony offense of civil disorder. Investigators say Saturday can be seen in several images detailing his alleged time at the Capitol during the attack. Court filings say he participated in what's called a heave-ho, putting his head down to brace himself and pushing against the backs of other rioters, trying to get past police. One Laurel County man is facing charges after police found him laying beside a road passed out. The incident happened just south of London last Saturday morning. Deputies found 27-year-old Nathan Bailey III of London beside the road unconscious on Rocky Branch Road. They later determined he was under the influence. He was charged with public intoxication and was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. One local fire department is mourning the loss of one of their own. The Cumberland River Fire and Rescue announced Oliver Sexton has died. Sexton served the Cumberland River Fire and Rescue VFD as well as the Whitesburg Fire Department. Officials say he served both departments for nearly 2 decades. We do not know the funeral arrangements for Sexton at this time, but we will post them on our website as soon as we get them. A candlelight vigil was held last night in Middlesboro for the 17-month-old who died on Sunday from severe abuse at a hospital in Knoxville. Following her death, her mother was taken into custody and charged with manslaughter, failure to report abuse, and wanton endangerment. The Middlesboro Police Department is still investigating the case and are not ruling out more arrests and charges. Earlier this month, Governor Beshear and Appalachian Regional Commission Federal Co-Chair Gail Manchin announced $4.4 million in ARC funds to help bring water and sewer service to the Skyview housing development in Perry County and the future home of 2022 flood survivors. On Friday, the governor announced progress on the development, saying a bridge will be strengthened to allow trucks and other heavy equipment to access Skyview Lane.
We're looking forward to getting the infrastructure started so that people can see that light at the end of the tunnel. Developing a community of that magnitude is very expensive. It took all of our partners, our federal partners, our state partners, our local leadership to all participate together. We've worked really well with the city. Everyone has a role in getting that community development started.
The construction of the bridge began on Friday, July 28th, and it is expected to be completed in 4 to 6 weeks. State police will be cracking down on reckless drivers for the next couple of days. KSP is participating in the National Safe Drive Initiative. Troopers will be keeping an extra eye out for things like speeding, tailgating, aggressive or distracted driving, failing to wear a seatbelt, and driving under the influence. The increased patrol is an effort to keep interstate traffic safe as drivers have to share the roads with commercial vehicles. A meeting is set for tomorrow in Harlan about proposed coal-fired power plant closings. The Public Service Commission is asking for public comment on the plan by Louisville Gas and Electric and Kentucky Utilities. The meeting is set for Thursday, August 3rd at 5:30 p.m. at the Harlan County Courthouse. Judge Executive Dan Mosley says he is opposed to this plan for several reasons, including fears that electric bills will go up. Kentucky is in search of a new education commissioner. Current Commissioner Jason Glass announced his resignation. He says Senate Bill 150 plus a change in the confirmation procedure for future commissioners were big reasons for his decision.
Education remains a wonderful profession. It is a great way to spend your life. I have never met an educator who, on retirement, didn't look back with anything but a lot of joy about where they spent their professional lives. At the same time, I need to say to the policymakers in Kentucky, you're making that really hard.
The Kentucky Board of Education will hold a special meeting in mid-August to determine the next steps and a timeline for moving forward. Disability Resource Center officials officially cut the ribbon at their new location in Hazard. WYMT's RJ Johnson shares why centers like this are important for the community.
After seeing success in its original location, officials with the Disability Resource Center now have a larger space to better serve their clients.
And now that we've got more space, we're going to start some trainings, more independent living training.
Disability Resource Center Assistant Director Brenda Noble says their services are needed.
With our services being offered free, that helps a lot of people. People in Eastern Kentucky are proud people, and they don't want to come out and ask, for stuff.
With the new building, they will continue offering the same services, but now they will have more room. Noble says they plan to work with the schools to help disabled high school students.
So we want to, go into the school system, and we want to, be able to teach that. And we also teach that here in the office. We have different classes that we do. We teach how to do laundry, how to cook, how to clean, how to balance a checkbook. It's things like that we take for granted, but not everyone knows how to do that.
She says this program is needed in the community.
I think that everyone needs to know that they're important, their life is important. Whether you have a disability or not, you can be independent.
With the new location, staff are ready to get right to work. In Hazard, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Noble said she is excited to see how much they grow their organization in their new location. For more information on their services and how to get in touch, you can visit our website at WYMT.com. And when we return, Regal Cinemas is looking to make a comeback after going bankrupt.
And the forecast continues to stay active as we head through the next several days. We'll continue to track all that rain that could be coming into play late tonight and tomorrow in just a few minutes.